Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Cancer, Sun, Moon or Rising, and it's the weekly reading for the week of July 22nd to the 28th. So cards this week: Cancer, energies leaving, completing or transitioning. You have the Eight of Pentacles here with a couple of others behind to tell the story. And you have, as your focus energies this week, Strength and the Page of Crystals. And you have the Seven of Pentacles coming in towards the end of the week. So Cancer, I was just getting distracted when I was reading out the cards by the two number 8s here. So we've really got a story of something coming towards a completion, overcoming something, mastering something this week so you can step back into your power. So let's have a look at your recent past. Here we have the Eight of Pentacles. Now, there's a little bit of a story happening behind the cards here. Now, I think that this is not, recent past in terms of last week. I really feel like this is the recent past leading up to the situation this week, which could have been unfolding over several months, even a year. Because in this combination here, if we go back to the start here with the, once again, another 8, an 8 of Cups here. There was a situation in the past where, you weren't fulfilled by something, so you decided to walk away from it. Now, this is a general reading, so it's difficult to say what that is. It could have been a relationship, could have been, a job, could have been a toxic friendship, something that wasn't serving you on an emotional level. So here we have, we see the cups lined up, but there's one missing. So it's like, even though there might have been a lot of good elements about it, there was something fundamental, like a non-negotiable. If you think about, in your relationship, when you're looking for a partner, a lot of people have a list, and it has, things on it that are absolutely must-haves, and they're your non-negotiables. It's something that, is big enough to sort of feel like it left a hole in it and made you feel very unfulfilled. So, just that, one piece of the jigsaw missing was enough for you to say, well, you know what, I actually can't see a future for myself in this career, job, relationship, friendship, whatever it was, and I just need to actually get on and make tracks in another direction. And, I think just making that decision was, a really good move for you emotionally. So look, here we see, somebody who didn't have all the emotional fulfillment, didn't have all the cups, and then it's almost like, you see yourself sitting on your throne of power with the missing cup. Look at this. Maybe you found that you had that within yourself all along, but you couldn't expect that from the situation or the other person. So Cancer, here we see you, so King of Cups, it's definitely a water sign, but I think in this reading, it's you in your energy. So now we see you actually feeling, emotionally fulfilled, stable and balanced, holding that missing cup, that missing piece of fulfillment. You've found it. Either you found it in yourself, or you've realized that maybe you didn't need that after all. You just needed to reconnect with your own energy. Now, the King of Cups has a sense of success because he manages to, sit amongst emotional turmoil as it rises, but he's really grounded. He sits on his concrete slab in his throne of power because he's the master of his emotions. He's fully in control. So through walking away from that situation, you were able to re-establish your own sense of emotional control and come back into your power, which is beautiful, Cancer. And from that place of power, we see you getting out your chisel and your gilded blocks here and literally carving out inch by inch, piece by piece, a new path for yourself. So I really think that you probably needed to, almost start from the ground up and think, okay, what do I want from relationships? What do I want from a career? What do I want from a job? And you've really sort of set about, working hard, maybe even from an apprenticeship level, or in a relationship it might have been, okay, well, I'm just going to actually, really sit it out. I'm going to do the work on myself. I'm going to invest in myself before I really start to reconnect with somebody else. And you've been doing the work. So, if it was a relationship situation, maybe you've been doing self-development work, focusing on, overcoming any past demons. We see that in the Strength card there. If it's a work situation, maybe you've gone back and done some study, you've tried to fill in the gaps in your skills. It's that kind of energy that we see here with the Eight of Pentacles. So yeah, you're really carving out a new path there. So this week, Cancer, we see a little bit of a difference here. And I think this is, after this time of re-establishing your past and getting on and rebuilding your future, we see a little bit of a remnant of the past coming back this week. So this might be the time that you kind of have a few reflective moments and sort of wonder whether you have made the right move. With the Strength card, it's a number 8 again. With the Strength card, this is about taming inner demons. So it's about those sides of ourselves that kind of rear their head almost in a beast-like quality. And we always need to coax them back into a tame position. We have to apply compassion to bring ourselves back into balance. So strength can arise when we're feeling out of balance. That's the message there. And what can make us feel out of balance? Well, look, it could just be you're having a really busy week, you've got a lot of demands and priorities, or it really could be about remnants of that past situation that you had to leave, coming back up again. Because I do feel that since you've left that situation, even though you're in a place, a much better place emotionally, much more emotionally balanced, you have had to apply quite a lot of hard work to carve out this path. So there could be a time this week where you sort of think, wow, you know what? It really has been hard work. I'm just having a bit of a moment here. I wish it was easier. And those inner demons come up, that inner self-talk. So you really need to do the work to actually bring yourself back into this place of emotional balance again. I feel like that might just be slipping a little bit this week. So we have the Strength card here clarified with the Page of Crystals. So I love this in this reading here, Cancer, because, the Page of Crystals is a messenger of opportunity. It's almost like the infancy of, new opportunities. It could be, a job opportunity, something financial, like a new means of making money. It can also, it is a pentacle, it's more physical, tangible realm, but it could relate to something in the home front as well. Something an earthly opportunity coming your way. So, what I love about this Cancer is that, it hasn't been easy. You have had to chip away, like chiseling slowly and surely, this new path, this new direction. But now we start to see the rewards come in, and we start to see that because you did the preparatory groundwork, that you're actually in the position for when opportunities arise in their infancy to actually take them, to take them with open arms, to embrace them and actually grow them into something. So I feel like this week there could be a really solid opportunity put on the table in front of you, and I really feel like if that happens, then you need to grab it. Now just keep in mind with a page, it might not be a fully developed, okay, here's a new role or job offer that you can move into immediately. It might be, hey, we've got this thing that we're working on, would you like to be involved? And you should join forces with whatever that thing is, because it's going to grow. Okay, so it's that kind of opportunity. If this is a relationship situation for you, it might even be somebody, who comes in and you have some kind of connection with. You don't really know where it's going yet, but, take up that friendship. Take up that friendship because it's going to grow. Keep in mind the reminder of the Strength card. You do need to maintain your balance this week and make sure that you meet emotions with opposite forces to balance them. So for example, if you're feeling some sadness from remnants of the past coming up, make sure that you try and cultivate a sense of gratitude and joy in your life. So you might do some gratitude journaling, that kind of thing. If you feel anger and resent, those kind of feelings coming up, then try and tune into those feelings of forgiveness and letting go. So it's all about staying in this energy, staying in that King of Cups energy, and we do that through rebalancing when things come up, to tame those inner demons, just to coax them down so we can get on with life. Okay, so towards the end of the week here, we have the Seven of Pentacles, which came out with the Ten of Swords, which is interesting. So What I see this combination here as Cancer is that, you have done this hard work, there's opportunities coming in that have the ability to grow into real, solid, tangible rewards for you. However, there might be some things that you need to complete from the past, as we saw from your past position there, that you need to complete in order to really, really reap the rewards. So maybe ask yourself, is there something that's holding you back in any way? Maybe it's linked to this emotional slight disbalance here that we're seeing. It also could mean, with this combination, the end of the real hard work stage, right? And now you're actually able to sort of sit back a little bit and watch those rewards come in. That's what it can mean. I think it's been hard work for you. It has been tiring. You've really had to push forward, and overcome a lot of inner demons, emotional battles to get into this position. But we see that part completing, and now you can really begin to see, things coming into fruition here. And just a final comment here, Cancer, on the number 8 that you've had 3 of in your reading. 3 is the number of mastery and power. So, we see you moving into a more powerful position, mastering a lesson, about letting go from the past, allowing something to complete. You've put in the hard work, and now you're actually moving into a much more stable, powerful position that actually allows those pentacles, those rewards to come in for you. That's what I have for you, Cancer. It's a really beautiful reading. You are being rewarded for the hard work and the sacrifices and the decisions that you've made in your past. Keep in mind, it is a general reading. Not every Cancer will be going through this week, and we'll see you for another reading next week.